What's up guys, and welcome to the monthly update that I do once at the beginning of every month. Now I understand this is late, it's normally on the 1st, and I try to keep as close to that time as possible and that date. But a lot's been going on sort of behind the scenes, and we'll get into that now, and then we'll get into what's happening come May and sort of things I'm working on from April into May. So my internet has been on the blink now for a couple of weeks. We've had a switch over to go with a different provider, solely because the one we're with every month just seems to be extortionate. It's going up and up and up, and I don't mean by, you know, a couple of quid here or a couple of quid there. I'm talking 50, 80, even £100 at a time, and it is literally ripping us apart, and I don't understand why it's going so far into those brackets and those numbers. I really don't. They seem to be adding extra things on, or things that we've never asked for, and it's just chaotic. So we decided to go with a different provider, and there was a bit of mix up with that, because when I first applied for the internet, it was basically ring us up, tell us what you need, we will send the information and all of the items you need the next day. And then that wasn't the case. We already have a phone line in our house, and I don't understand why they now need to put a new one in. So unfortunately that slows me down on making videos and also streaming as well, which has taken a big hit in a minute, and I'm disappointed. I'm not happy about it, but I hope that all the people that are there consistently and people who subscribe and just sort of stick with me. This is not me going and not ever coming back. It is just things that are literally out of my control, and it's frustrating as out. It really is. Well, hopefully the new internet provider gets fitted on the 13th of May. Now, I do have internet at the moment, but it is so up and down. I can't rely on it, especially for streaming. There'll be nothing worse than getting through maybe an hour or a bit longer, and they'll also decide like that's it, like it's cutting out. I just don't want that to happen, and I don't want to be, you know, streaming's difficult at the best of times. I do not want to be the person that everybody comes to sort of see, and you know, you don't get to see that because this is what's happening with the internet. So hopefully 13th of May, back solid, everything works, and hopefully back streaming on and around that time and that date. So what I've been doing off stream to progress the channel, progress the streaming and stuff like that. Right, so before the stream sort of stopped, we played Atlas Fallen. Now I've been doing that off stream because I found a nice little handy trick that PlayStation, even though you're offline, you can't actually play certain games and it will pretty much save the trophies for you, doing a little 15-second clip. And I never knew about this. Like, I'm still new to PlayStation. It's been just a little over a year now, and I'm still finding these things out. So that for me has actually been a godsend. So yeah, Atlas Fallen, we finished the story on stream, and then it was down to the miscellaneous collectibles and cleanup. So I've been doing the miscellaneous, which I've done quite a bit of that now, and I've done a few of the collectibles, but they are something that is really frustrating, because it's not just a case of you need to go through here or there and just pick this up and collect this. There's a part that I'm on at the moment, and it's unlocking all of the maps, which at the end of it earn you a chest, which you need to collect all 12 of them to get yourself a trophy. But the problem is, these maps, some people will give you the map whole if you do a certain side quest or something like that, but others are 3 parts to get the map complete, and then you're able to find the chest. And that could be anything from stalking animals, watching their sort of trail, of where they are going, and following them without starting them, so that they lead you to where this chest is or this bit of map is. And I just think it's unnecessary, like, for what it is. It really is, because I'm not enjoying it at all, and it is such a disappointment, because the gameplay, for me, the story was decent. Like, I got into it, I understood it, so to me that's a good story. If I can understand it, then that's great. If I lose my way in it and I see myself just looking around the room, open the story always up, that ain't gripping me. So to me, my experience is not that good. But the combat in that game is fantastic, especially all the new upgrades you get as well. I'm actually loving that side of it. But these collectibles, they're becoming an absolute nightmare. I really am glad that I didn't do it on stream. And people have asked, why don't you do the clean up and the completion on stream, so we can sort of see the trophy pop and all this? Well, this is a prime example why. There is games out there I can actually finish it from start to finish on stream. But then there's some games like this that, for me, if I was to watch this, I would be absolutely bored out of my face. So then why would I put that all on you? And that is my reason for that. So yes, cleanup will be done on certain games, but not everything. Sometimes I just need to be offline to do that, because that, for me, is boring. Not only for you to watch, but for me to stream it as well. It literally does my head in. So with me doing Atlas Fallen, I also started Art of Rally as well. And I just needed a sort of a driving game for the challenge that I'm doing, which is the 30 platinums in the year off the PlayStation Plus catalogue. And Art of Rally sort of pretty much hit the spot. It was actually, the 2 streams I did on Art of Rally were my highest viewed streams so far, and I was really shocked, to be quite honest, absolutely shocked about it, because it's not sort of graphically the most fantastic game in the world, but it's arcade rally, which I was also corrected, is actually classed as a simulator, but it doesn't feel like that at all. WRC, Sebastian Loeb, they're the sort of games I would class as more rally simulator rather than this one, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a really fun game. I'm close to the platinum on that as well, actually. We did a lot of the arcade racing, or the story, career mode, whatever you want to call it, which left me like 2 areas that I needed to complete. So off stream, obviously, with that trophy section as well, I was able to get most of the collectibles done, which I've actually done now. So I've got literally the career mode to do, and just a little bit of miscellaneous to clean up. So I am actually going to pop that on stream, because I've done the collectibles, so the rest is just the gameplay, you know, and it's something I want to bring back to the stream. So I will pop that on stream. That will then give me Platinum Trophy 49, which, you know, I'm still shocked I've got there like as so quick as I have. So with that then leads me to the milestone of 50, and that game that I picked was Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, I asked a few people, and you know, majority of people said Horizon would be a fantastic game for your 50s, and you know what, that game is absolutely fantastic. I've actually done the story now, I've done a lot of the miscellaneous and the collectibles, and I've just got, I believe, the trials left to do, which I've heard is quite difficult and can be quite difficult. But again, we're going to do Art of Rally, get the 49 platinum, and then Horizon will be on 50th. And that game I'm having absolutely so much fun with. If it had just come out this year, it would be my game of the year. That's how good it is. The world is something I want to explore, and if that happens to me in an open world, I'm all over it. I just want to go and explore, you know, and see what's over there, and do this, and collect everything I can, and just have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, it is up there with some of my best games that I've played, and by the end of it, will have platinumed since I've been to PlayStation. It is such a great game. But guys, that is pretty much what's going on. There's a couple of little things outside of streaming and YouTube as well. I'm hoping to get this video done as quickly as I can and get that out. But personally as well, I've got a lot of things going on, sort of mental health and stuff like that is playing a big part of this. I know last year I took a massive break. It was easily like 6 months, but that isn't going to happen this year. I just want to make you all aware that don't think I'm going anywhere. It's just, you know, my mental health took a massive turn last year, and I'm still recovering now. I'm a lot better than what I was. Things seem a bit more clearer now, but I think like for you, like the one thing I value more than anything that you like bring to my streams in YouTube is your time, and that I will be forever grateful for. So this is why I like to go in depth a little more about what's happening and sort of my personal life, which, you know, I don't normally like sharing, but I feel that because you give me your time, I'm definitely going to put my time back into you, and I really do appreciate you for all that, guys. There's also a potential house move as well. It's something that's, you know, not concrete, not definite yet, but it's something that is something I've got to take into consideration, you know. So like I said, if you could just be patient with us. It came at the wrong time, if you know what I mean. You know, this is something I was looking at before, but yeah, it just came at the wrong time. But guys, once again, I thank you all for your continued support, and that is both in streaming and on YouTube. If you're not yet followed us on Twitch, that's where I do most of my streams. If you want to get over there and follow us on the journeys, by all means do that. I would really appreciate that. Just go to Twitch and type in Chevvos Platinums, and I'll pretty much pop straight up. So once again, guys, thank you again for all your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.